I've had this electric Hyundai Ioniq for just over a year now, and I've decided it has to go. I'm going to sell it. Do you know what, folks? Fundamentally, it's a grand car and it does a lot of things right, but for a car enthusiast such as myself, paying €400 a month for grand, it doesn't cut it. I'm sorry, but the fact of the matter is, it's the most expensive car I've ever bought, and certainly the most expensive car on the fleet for me. So I'm finding it very, very hard to justify the expense of it. Plus, there's a few other factors to consider here. €400 buys a lot of petrol, so I will be replacing it with, well, maybe a diesel car, but certainly a petrol or diesel anyway. I won't be getting another electric car, and I'll be buying something maybe in the 2,000 to 3,000 mark, so I will be buying a much cheaper car. Now, I have a garage, so I can afford to do a little bit more maintenance on the car than what would be expected of me with this car. Now, there'll be a few features on this car I will miss, to be honest with you. One of them is actually the headlights. They're absolutely fantastic. The Android Auto I really like, adaptive cruise control, heated seats, and it is comfortable. Now, what I'll get will be comfortable, and maybe it'll have heated seats, who knows, but there will certainly be a few trade-offs, but they're trade-offs I'm willing to make to reduce my expenditure and free up a bit of money to actually spend on things I like, because this car, it's just boring. God, it's boring. You know what, it's fine. For a lot of people, it's absolutely fine. It will tick a lot of boxes, but I only ever use it for going in and out of work, and for just a commuter car, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't do it for me. So yeah, I think it was a worthwhile experiment buying an electric car, and yeah, I think for a lot of people it actually would make an awful lot of sense. The other thing as well, if it weren't for all the other factors, it's something I could live with, but coupled with the other factors of it, the charging is a pain in the butt. It really is, especially in the winter, you don't even get 200 kilometres out of this car. In the summer, you'll get about 223 kilometres when you're not using the heaters and all that kind of carry on, but the reduced temperature makes a big difference to the range on it, so that's another factor to consider. And today it's 1 degree, for example, so it's a little bit in the chilly side of things. And yeah, I also have, we've the family Toyota Auris, which will be staying on the fleet, which is an absolutely amazing, fantastic car. It's a hybrid, and my wife uses that quite a bit, so we'll certainly be keeping that. And as I said, I will be replacing this with something else that's a bit cheaper. I'm thinking maybe going along the lines of another Asian car, maybe a Japanese thing, another Toyota perhaps. Haven't actually quite made up my mind yet, but I don't think I need to really convince myself any further than this that I'm making the right call, and actually parting with this car is the right decision. So if you're interested in it, by the way, I'll stick my email address in the description below if you want to drop me an email. I'm open to offers in around the 16 grand mark. So yeah, it's ready to go. It's a clean car, so this video isn't intended as a sales advert, but I won't miss the opportunity. So why wouldn't I? But yeah, look, stay tuned, and I'll keep you updated and show you what I actually replace it with and how that all pans out for me. I may end up using other cars that are on the fleet for the moment. There's a perfectly serviceable Mark II Golf over there, which will do the trick for a few weeks while I pick up something else. I might actually end up using the Golf Cabriolet, who knows. Still have to get the paint job finished on that as well. But anyway, just a quick update for you folks. Thanks very much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.